right, good morning everybody. Morning here, day 2. It's just before 5:30 right now. Dan and I each got up at 4:30, set the alarms. We wanted to be on trail here at 6 o'clock. Pretty uneventful night last night. No issues. I don't think we got any rain. The temperature didn't really drop that cool either. I'd be surprised if it's below 60 degrees right now. So that was definitely nice. Some points of interest today. We got Ole Bull State Park coming up here not too long. And then I think there's a gas line we'll walk down when we get down to where we're going to camp. To one shelter is where we're planning on. So we're looking at another 21-mile day today. So some bigger miles, and I think the terrain's a little bit more difficult as well. So that's why we wanted to get up and get started. So I had some protein oatmeal, which was good. I even put some slivered almonds in there. I haven't done that before, just to get some extra calories. And then a little bit of peanut butter. And then I got my Black Rifle coffee. So we'll get this down, get everything packed up, and then we'll start hammering down the trail. You just gotta pray them 2x4s don't give out.
I don't know, man. They might. Oh, the trick is just to lean back.
Yeah, I think as long as you stay on that edge, it's okay. But if you get down on the flat, it is very slippery.
Lean back towards this way. Yeah, I hope they don't give out, man. Ooh, you know, someone ought to shim that back up to level. Still be slippery, but
yeah.
Whoa!
Made it. Alright, a successful stop down here at Ole Bull State Park. This is a really nice state park. Lots of picnic tables and pavilions if it was raining to get in out of the weather. They got a nice bathroom here, a couple stalls, and there's trash cans in there, more importantly, so we could empty out some trash. So now we got a liter of water each, and now we got a big climb up here ahead of us. So we're going to be climbing for quite a little while. We just finished the the climb up from the state park. It was graded pretty nice. It really wasn't too bad, but it was definitely a long, arduous climb to get up here. We're at mile 28.1, which is the highest point of the SDS. It's 2181 feet, so it doesn't get higher than this. So all downhill from here. So everything that's green that you see, pretty much as far around on either side, is all stinging nettle. So that's a bonus. I'm glad I wore pants. Must suck to be Dan back there in his shorts. All right, made it up here to the road. There was quite the sneaky little uphill on the way up here. It was a lot steeper than the big climb up from the state park, but we made it up here. Now it looks like we're gonna be on this road for a little bit, but I think we only got about a half mile, maybe, if that, to the shelter, and we're planning on eating lunch there. So definitely looking forward to it because I am getting hungry. All right, just before 11 o'clock, made it down here to the Scoval Shelter. We're about 10 miles in for the day. It's another one of those nice Adirondack style shelters. It's been raining off and on most of the morning, and now it is actually starting to pick up a little bit. So definitely glad to be at this shelter. So we're gonna take a little break, see if we can get anything dried out because we were just absolutely soaked, and eat some lunch. So I know we're definitely looking forward to it.
In that middle room.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's really started putting the rain down on us. We had bright sunny skies for about an hour. Then Dan had to screw it all up and talk about it on this video, say how nice a day it was. Now here we are again, getting rained on.
Maybe it'll clear up again.
And the good news is, I think once we get done with this road walk, we have like a super brutal descent down to the road, which Dan has been billing up this whole time as just being absolutely awful. So
now it's going to be wet.
Yeah, so now it'll be wet. So we've got that going for us. Sadly, Dan did not exaggerate how crappy this is down through here.
Yeah, I just didn't expect all the stinging nettle.
It's very steep, very rocky, loose, wet, and the added multiplier of the stinging nettle. So it's definitely some slow going down here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we stopped here at about the mile 37 mark just to get some water, rest for a minute, grab a snack. And we got another nice uphill behind us. This was a decent campsite. Dan stayed here a couple times, but some trees And you'll be able to see there's some trees behind me fell down, kind of screwing up some of the camping here. So hopefully some folks will get down and be able to cut them out of here. But for us, we got to cross this bridge, and then we got a nice healthy ascent ahead of us. Hiking up this hollow. God bless whoever soul it was that come through and weed eated all this stinging nettle down. This is amazing. Alright, it's about 4:20. Made it out onto this road. We're at about mile like 40 and a half or so. So we're looking at 2 miles and change maybe till we get to where we're going to camp tonight. And we were both pretty excited about it because we were feeling pretty fatigued from all the elevation gain and loss today. So we're glad that the sun's out. Got nice sunny skies going right now, which is definitely a bonus from this morning's rainy overcastness. So we're just going to try to push out these last couple miles and make it to camp. All right, we just come out of the woods back there after a little road walking. This is that gas line that we're on. So I think we got to go all the way down there, all the way up to the top, and all the way down again.
Yep, halfway down in second.
All right, only halfway down. So got one more hill for the day. Got probably a mile to go.
It's a doozy.
Let's push this one out. So here's the Scoval Branch Shelter. We were planning on staying here tonight. We were really hoping there was going to be water in there in jugs like there was at the last shelter, but no such luck. So I think we're both about out of water. I only got about a quarter liter. So we're going to have to find some water, or we're going to have to push on. All right, bad news bears. Haven't been able to find any water anywhere around here, unfortunately. So she looks bone dry. So we think in 2-ish miles, maybe, there's supposed to be water. So we're gonna head down there, and then hopefully we can find water, A, and then B, after we find water, find somewhere we can camp. So wish us luck. Mile 43, officially over halfway done. All right, we made it down the trail, I don't know, a mile or so. Finally got some water here. It's beaver pond water, so that's a bonus. But it's better than the water we had, which is basically none. So I think what we decided we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill up here. We're gonna eat dinner, make dinner, eat it, and then hike on. That way, whenever we find whatever, we've already eaten dinner. So we can just have to try to find something to make work, but then at least we don't have to screw around making dinner down there in the brush somewhere. So that's the plan. Couldn't even imagine a better place for dinner. Right next to the beaver pond we just got water out of. Got the gas line stuff here. We got our stuff leaning on while the water hanging off of there, just sitting in the dirt with the water boiling. I told Dan, I was like, this is some real thru-hiker sort of stuff here. But tonight we're both actually having the Peak Refuel beef pasta marinara. We both actually packed this for night 2, since it's got over 1,000 calories and 49 grams of protein. So we definitely need it after a hard day of hiking, and we ain't done yet.
I know.
All right, folks, does this place look familiar? It should, because we've been here already. So after we ate and thought about it for a little bit, looked at the maps, we decided that I guess discretion was the better part of valor, because we weren't sure. There's 2 campsites that are marked on the map, but it looks like it's down in this gully. So I'm guessing it was probably going to be tents at best. It might be all overgrown. Who knows? We could get down there tomorrow and it could be beautiful, but we chose to, I guess, go with the devil we know versus the devil we don't. So we just backtracked the 0.8 miles, got water, so we'll have water for tomorrow. And we're going to make this work and call it home for the night. And I know we are both about spent for the day.
Oh, yeah.
I think so far all these shelters have had these little poopers out back. It's definitely nice. Way better than having to squat out in the woods. All right, so here's the situation on the ground. We got back here and looked all around and really couldn't find very good spots to hang our hammocks. There were a couple spots that we might have been able to make work right over here, but there's a lot of dead trees and stuff around, and we really couldn't find a spot where we could like both hang comfortably. So what we ended up doing is we ended up setting up shop in the shelter back here. There's nobody else here, and I find it highly unlikely that anybody else is going to show up. It's almost 8 o'clock. So we got our both hammocks strung up in there. Mine's behind Dan's. So we think that it'll at least be passable for the night. Dan thinks the hook that mine's hanging on is bound to fail. So if he hears a thud in the night, that'll be me hitting the floor. But whatever, it's a risk. I'm willing to take it. So we're going to finish getting everything set up, and then we're going to probably pass out because we were both exhausted. Yeah. All right, guys, we got everything set up. Each had another snack. Dan's getting into his food for the next couple days, so he's really banking on this general store down here being open. So I'm hopeful for him too. So far, I've been able to avoid that, but I also had like a 4-pound heavier food bag, so everybody's got a compromise. It was definitely a full day of hiking. Holy cow! We were both completely spent. Lots of ups and downs, ton of elevation gain. I think it ended up being, I don't know, probably like 21.5 to get here, and then we added on an extra 1.6 to go down and get water and come back. So we're a little less than halfway, or pretty much right at halfway here at this shelter. 42.5 is pretty much like dead nuts at this shelter. So we'll be over halfway done, as soon as we get started tomorrow. I think the plan is we're going to get up at about 4:30, same as we did this morning. Try to get on trail by 6. And then we're going to make our way down to Cross Fork, and we'll be there too soon for the restaurant to be open, but there is a general store there. Dan thinks they've got, at least some, convenience store amenities, so we're going to see if we can get, maybe some candy bars and drinks or something like that. I think they open at 9 o'clock, so we should be getting there pretty much right when they open. And then we got another pretty big mile day tomorrow, looking at another 20+ mile day. So we're gonna just finish getting everything cleaned up, and then we are gonna rack out because we are just completely spent, and we got to get rested up for tomorrow. So with that, guys, good night. We'll see you in the morning.